and I think Vitality will get past Elevate in this first match. We're going to find out soon.
For many people out there, I believe that they will look at this and think anything that is not a 3-0 will be considered a misplay and a disappointment for Vitality. Let's find out if that's the case, though, because this B-Stream has chalked up a bit of an interesting one to start off our day. KC had to really fight their way back for the reverse sweep. Can Elevate step that up a massive level against the odds?
Well, that was already straight away. Some very quick play by Zen. Alpha confidently dunking on the last defender there. Redosin getting involved. I mean, completely all in there, Vitality. No boost left, but with a wide open net, they just went for it. I mean, that's already a sign of how Vitality are going to play this. You're up against a team that you're massively favored against, a region who have yet to get a game at international events this season. And how are you playing it? To win. Zen with the flip reset. And there's the shot as well. And the dunk on the goal line. I don't think too many people had questions about this particular matchup, but just in case, Zen's got an answer.
Okay, yeah, he can play on land. There's the hope gone. Oh, dearie me.
The next question, though, Shogun, can he do it on stage? Because right now they're backstage. It doesn't count. It's not a clean answer. We need to wait even longer.
Meters away from the main stage. It can make all the difference.
They really are playing to win this. They're playing to attack, and that mindset has always been the favorable mindset on LAN. We saw it with Carmine Corp against FaZe at the Winter Major. The offensive team won it, the attacking team dominated, and that is exactly what Vitality are looking to do here. Alpha offload to Zen, double tap from a tight angle. Virtuoso with a very nice in and out save there. Redosin is back, and yeah, so is the rest of Vitality as well. These fast recoveries allowing them to be so liberal with their pressure.
Yeah, I mean, they were the team that were in offense, and then they already had players back before the ball had even arrived. Oh, there's another shot.
Save.
It's played by Virtuoso, but going to need to just dive on in. He can be a passing option from here, but he is also covered, so let's go for a different angle. If they can give Vitality the option, they might try and set a new record for flip resets in a single game.
And don't forget, of course, we're talking earlier about how Vitality tough match later on today. We're looking very ahead of ourselves, but I don't even apologize for doing that, given the form Vitality have shown in the first minute here. That's a great chance though by Virtuoso. Great bump. Zen closes down the follow-up shot. Don't forget, the loser of Complexity Liquid will play against Elevate or Vitality tomorrow. The loser of this matchup doesn't get a lot easier. That is an incredibly tough bracket to be drawn into. Elevate have evened out this match though. Now they're getting some pretty consistent looks at the Vitality goal. Virtuoso with a demo. Zen 1v1 with Kami. That's not a position you want to be in. Zen with a top bins flick. Makes it 3-0.
I'm sorry, you can flick with that much power? That is new information to me. Kami looks towards Realize and say, why did you miss? Why did you put me in that situation?
Yeah, you can't leave someone back 1v1 against Zen.
He went on the streak because he felt like it would be fun. Not even playing what, like everyone associates him with ones, despite the fact that he was not a ones player.
Yeah.
He just felt like it.
Yeah, while waiting to play RLCS, he was predominantly a 2v2 player. Like Shogun says, just decided one day to give 1v1 a go and became a top 5 1v1 player in the world in a span of 1 or 2 months. And, I mean, if that doesn't show you how talented this guy is, I don't know what will, because 1v1 is a totally different game mode than 3v3 and 2v2, and he picked it up immediately. He just knew exactly what to do. That is talent. That literally is the definition of talent. Yeah, I mean, even the kickoffs though, he learned how to improve those, how to become more solid. Yeah, learning fast. That's the proof of the pudding. He just learns so quickly every new mechanic that comes along. Even you know, dipping his toes in a new game mode. Oh, that's a beautiful save by Alpha 54 there. Virtuoso's there to pick up the scraps, but he's got Zen to go up against. Tough game one for Elevate. I mean, yeah, Vitality just put some very good shots on net, some very clean attacks on target.
It does feel like whenever Elevate are going, they have to launch. Like, it's full, you know, get the jump gone. If you fail this, you are out of the play for a while. As Zen going to try and find himself a hat trick. It's not going to happen this time around. 3-0, Vitality have been relatively comfortable, and now they're putting Elevate to sleep.
That is a very good play by Alpha. Oh my goodness, he got bumped into the ceiling recovery. No big deal. That actually helps him out as he recovers and gets the double tap, making it 4-0. I mean, Elevate have not really had a chance in this game. They're going to need Vitality to drop off in level. if they're going to win this one. And we can say that about a lot of teams. That's not just Elevate. Oh, what a shot though. Surely the first goal for them, and it will be. The post getting an outplay on the Vitality defender.
But we're not going to have to make any talks about perfect sweeps in this one. Great shot, actually. Managed to convince Redosin that it was on target. Rest of it might have been, you know, lucky, it might have not been, but you've put yourself in that position, well deserving of the goal.
Well, you know, Realize has got a brilliant screenshot there. If he saves this replay, goes back into the replay later on, he's got a little pause frame where he's completely beating Zen to the ball. So, you know, just frame that, stick it on your wall. That's something to show your kids later on in your life.
I also just realized last time they had the cameras up how close Realize sits to the screen. I feel like I've seen him play an awful lot. I never noticed that until just now.
It's a very common theme with a lot of Rocket League pros.
I don't know how you can see everything. Like, your peripheral has to be incredible.
The immersion, really, at an all-time high when you're sitting that close to the screen.
They don't want to be astrals.
I think I saw Rawas doing the same thing earlier on today. Alpha 54 is really looking in great form. Once a pogo shot, it bounces off target. He's having a laugh about that one. He's trying to get as many clips as he can in this first game with the final minute already upon us. I don't think they're too worried about the comeback.
Just trying to see whether or not Elevate can get something going for themselves. We saw tweets from Realize talking about, you know, just how every single time he gets to go to these events, he improves so much. Those scrims vital to improvement. We're going to get Virtuoso scoring another one. No, unfortunately, directly into the path of Alpha.
Yeah, we saw that from the OCE teams as well. You know, they've both lost already today on the B stream, as you guys who've been following along the B stream action will know. But very competitive matchups. Ground Zero going Game 5 with Carmine Corp, and then Power really giving a tough match to Space Station Gaming as well, the NA1 seed. It's these, you know, regions that are just the farthest away from the two main ranked servers. Two main ranked servers in Rocket League, of course, being Europe and US East. Now, the advantage that Mina and Sam have got is that they can play on EU and US East respectively. APAC, Elevate do not have that. OCE, Ground Zero Power, they do not have that luxury. So these LANs are such a great learning experience for them. They can finally scrim against international competition. They can grind ranked on a very competitive, populated server. But there's only so much you can do. The gap is already so big that we're seeing it get, I think, a little bit smaller throughout the season here. But they're going to need to keep on the grind, get out early before every event, especially the World Championship in August.
I mean, that was also part of the, a bit of some of that was part of the almost controversy in a bit of a way of the Elevate players heading over to APAC. But we've also seen the APAC players over there. That level is climbing very consistently. I mean, even before we headed over to this one, it was Gladiators that actually defeated Elevate in that final regional.
Yeah.
You know, that entire region is really starting to level up. It's never going to be an instant thing. I mean, no one ever expected it to be.
That was 4-1, sure, but Vitality have done that to everyone in Europe this play, so that's not even an embarrassing scoreline. Like losing 4-1 in a game to Vitality when Zen's scoring a flip reset dunk and Alpha scoring a ceiling recovery double tap. I mean, fair enough. Nobody's going to look bad at you for losing that game, but now we can see, can they really do anything else in this series? Because I don't expect to see that absolute peak Vitality offense every single game here.
I don't think necessarily the pace for that. Like, Vitality won't be able to set that pace solo. Zen just delays and unable to finish it. He's going to have a second shot at this. Kami will take it away.
I was nearly immediately corrected there. Zen heard you saying, I don't expect peak offense almost. There's a double mine game 3. Oh, cheeky little boost steal there by Redosin. That's just frustrating to see as a defender. He just drives in, takes the boost, lets his teammate play the ball. Zen has done well with the boost management though.
Zen's hit that point now with the clips that he does hit where, you know, for our pre-show work, we've been actively saying, like, I will do anything to not have Zen #1 here. Like, he has to be twice as good as everyone else is for me to put this in.
Oh, big 50-50 by Zen. Redosin with the redirect. It's just a pass to Zen to finish off. Vitality open the scoring again. Zen demoed one player, 50'd it through the second one. Kami could not recover. Virtuoso spawning on the wrong side. How foolish. Vitality 1-0.
I just really want everyone to go and look at the way Zen positioned for that, though. Like, he's getting there and he's handbraking his car around, so he's meeting that in the middle of the ball and flipping along with it. Does such a great job at controlling those challenges. Zen does try to set up. We have spent a lot of time talking about Zen. We also, you know, need to look around at the crew around him. Alpha 54 has been very high on my list of like most talented players with the fewest accomplishments to his name.
Yeah.
If there's ever a chance for that to change.
mean, yeah, he's also, top 2 individual player in Vitality or Virtuoso. So mind games in the what a play by Vert with a low 50 to tie the game. He just saw the chance down the line, realized, finds him. Look at that mind game by Virtuoso. Got Alpha to pre-jump and then powered it straight through him. Elevate with the equalizer.
That was fantastic. And Elevate keeping their heads in this. It's a nice kickoff as well. Zen had to follow it, but popped it back to the corner. It's actually playable for Virtuoso off the ceiling now. Dares Radosin to move on in. And actually, Virtuoso, hello!
He's open. This is a chance. The infield pass is there. The back pass perhaps. No, it's the recoveries for Vitality. But Elevate, with selfless team play, have Vitality in a bit of a tricky situation there.
Well, Virtuoso, hello to you. Wouldn't usually get too used to seeing that kind of play from him when he was over in Europe. But more of that will certainly not go amiss. Alpha looking towards the ceiling. Virtuoso goes to meet it. I think Virtuoso has done a relatively good job in this series of adapting, because Vitality have had that thing at the very start of this series where they have that one touch extra that you just don't think is possible.
Yeah.
And now that Elevate realize, okay, no, they do have that extra touch. They have adapted reasonably well, struggling with the pace of the series, but at least meeting the plays.
Yeah, this is good stuff from Elevate in the back corner. Vitality don't want to commit here. Just waiting for Elevate to hit the ball to them. Elevate just getting goal side and boxing it back into this safe location. I mean, it feels dangerous, especially when you're new to Rocket League. The ball's in your back corner, you think, that's kind of close to my goal. I don't like that, but professional level, that's absolutely fine to have the ball in that area as long as you can control it, get behind it, and 50-50 the right way. This is a bit ropey though for Elevate as Vitality create half of a chance. Then immediate recoveries, as always, to keep Elevate on their toes.
Kami's going to try and challenge, does exactly that. Zen now up, ceiling, decides to wait and wasn't too far off the ground pinch. Vitality have gone for Flare for the vast majority of this game, but is there going to become the moment where they think, okay, we now need to take this one on?
Well, I think the little giggle at the end of game 1 when Alpha tried a pogo shot and it didn't work, that's the mentality Vitality have to avoid in tie game scenarios. Because look at this, Elevate have actually sent another bullet of a shot on target. Zen deflected it wide. When we're in a close position in a game like this, Vitality have to respect their opponents. Elevate, like I said, they've been doing well in practice, better than any other APAC team this season in preparation for the event. They've been winning scrims, they've been looking impressive in several matchups. Alpha's got a redirect chance here, but not one they can put on target. Vitality, they're massively favored, but you don't want to get overconfident. You can't be arrogant in a tie game scenario, especially with only 45 seconds left. Realize almost landed a bump on Radosin there, which would have been critical.
And I love the idea for it. It comes out to the midfield. Kami has to try and shadow against Radosin, who did not get a very good touch at all. They decided to go for the power shots. That is, as you can see, the reason why that doesn't work. For those of you that might be new to Rocket League and thinking, well, why doesn't anyone just hit the ball as hard as possible? It's because the defensive control of the top teams is incredible, and you're just handing the ball away.
Oh, look at this.
I'm liking the Virtuoso is a whole different man.
Yeah, but Virtuoso's been brilliant, and in game 1, he put in a decent shift. Vitality were just too good. In game 2, Vitality don't get those individual solo plays that they need. Elevate saving several of them. Look at what a difference that makes. Elevate might give a chance on 0 seconds here. Kami with the flip reset keeps it up. Zen gets it away from him though. Looks like it will go grounded. Into overtime we go. Elevate pushing Vitality.
See what they can do with this then. This is the opportunity. Just take one step at a time here. Zen crushing through challenges. To get the feeling, Elevate need Vitality to still try to play with Flare. The moment Vitality start going for the challenges as a speed game, this could be over.
That was a big save by Virtuoso there. Elevate reacting well to Vitality's passes in the final third. 50-50s are looking very good for Vitality though. Anytime it's Zen lining up for one, anytime it's Alpha Radosin lining up, you just feel like they've got an advantage, perfectly flipping through the middle of the ball. Elevate with another shot on target there. It's an easy one for Radosin to save, but look at this, Elevate actually putting pressure on them. They've been the team in defense for the majority of it, but this is definitely a lot closer than pretty much anyone thought it would be.
Virtuoso proved earlier on, it just takes a moment!
Oh!
And it was not far from happening. Stay at one each. either side. Radosin, only as far as Virtuoso. It's a struggle play. You need to get that first hit really good, otherwise you just drop the play back in your own penalty box.
Radosin going to take this one back. I like the idea here, just possession play, control. And a chance for Zen to air dribble up high. He's got an early challenge though. Virtuoso pre-jump, that really discouraged Zen from continuing that air dribble, brought him back down to earth. Radosin! He's lost control! It needed to be a pre-jump save from Zen to deny Elevate the game win.
Okay, I think we found the point of too much confidence, Vitality. That is not a liberty you're allowed to take, no matter who you're against at the RLCS level.
We didn't expect Elevate to get a game here. We definitely didn't expect even Zen to have to make a pre-jump goal line save to prevent them from losing
wait a minute.
Game. Oh, Zen just off the bar with the reset. Now it's wide open for Alpha. He goes a bit wayward with his flip reset double attempt. Elevate's still in this.
Yeah, Virtuoso could have left that actually. Realized had enough boost to at least make a play, and he was having a good angle. They are stuck still from this side of the field. Virtuoso goes early on the challenge. He's caught Radosin out. Radosin has been very lax in the last 2 minutes.
That's very risky. I mean, Virtuoso looked like he was going to be playing that dunk attempt, and Radosin kind of played right into it. It's Radosin as well, losing control in defense to give Elevate the game-winning opportunity. Nobody expected this. A long overtime. APAC against the tournament favorites. APAC looking for their first game win of the season. Can they make it happen in the most unlikely circumstances?
I'll have you know, me, myself, and 43% of the chat expecting this. We're expecting 2 more afterwards as well. As Alpha tries to go for the wall pinch. Virtuoso is doing so good on those challenges, but he needs help. Backboard Radosin gave himself too much work. In comes Zen, 3 minutes of overtime. And we keep going.
Yeah, Radosin, he played that very close to the post. I think he expected it to just clip the inside barely and bounce inwards. It didn't. Oh, great awareness by Kami. Virtuoso running rampant downfield. Alpha's actually just left the ball here. Radosin's there for it though. No one on Elevate expected that. Floor pinch by Radosin, blocked. Well over 3 minutes into this overtime. Zen with a pre-flip center ball.
Where is everyone?
The entire team.
Where is that? Where are they?
Back foot, but yeah, Radosin and Alpha weren't there.
Well, the pace in this match has not exactly been high, and it seems like Vitality are struggling with that. They can't get their normal rotation going. Every time you check where Vitality are, they are where they want to be, probably 2 seconds before they actually need to be there. And it's costing them here. They're not quite sure what is going on. Virtuoso, he stole some boost. Radosin had to play that one as quickly as possible. No chance there to be relaxed.
Oh!
There's Radosin, I realized! Oh, it's so close! Virtuoso! It stopped, here comes Kami! This is your chance, Elevate, but it's gone away! Oh, dearie me! Virtuoso out to realize and Zen takes it out!
What is happening, Shogun? There's been about a million chances.
Go on!
Another one.
Go on! Yes!
What a goal for Realize! APAC on the board, Vitality in absolute shambles. What a shot by Realize. Beats his man, top corner, in off the bar. Elevate take a long, long game 2 against Vitality. And they deserved it. They played a brilliant game. They withstood so much pressure. And they iced it in OT. Well played. Elevate are the real deal.
I've just had Bates shouting over at us, they can bleed! They can bleed! Wow. Okay, so do that 2 more times, Elevate.
Oh, that was amazing, because it wasn't a Vitality complete collapse there.
No.
It really wasn't. Elevate just did well enough. I'm genuinely so impressed with this team.
I may have gone slightly biased at the end there, my apologies.
Oh, come on, it's APAC's first one of the
Exactly.
season.
If anyone's getting upset at me for that one, whatever, you're allowed that.
France have won enough this year. Come on, give APAC something. One game that's wonderful to see. Thoroughly deserved. Like we keep saying, they defended so well for long periods of time. They frustrated Vitality. It really looked like Alpha Radosin were starting to lose that confidence that they had in game 1. Zen, I think, definitely still looked very confident, making a lot of solo plays work. But this is not the breeze that Vitality expected here. That's got to be a bit embarrassing for a team who are ultra confident. You know, when we talk to them, they are just so confident, not just in this match, in general.
All right, I want early prediction. What does this match look like?
I mean,
Do we get annoyed Vitality? Was that on them? Like, what's going to happen here?
You know, luckily for them, they've got a very calm, composed Pharah standing behind them. I think he's going to say, don't worry, it's not a problem. Let's just go back to what we're doing in game one. Can we get a bit more aggression, please? Because these kind of half chances, these half efforts are not what it's all about for Vitality. Look at this. Oh my goodness, what a save by Zen, but Kami had the air dribble on target brilliantly. Elevate once again, creating real chances to score, and it's needing wonder plays by Zen to keep them from scoring.
Dosen again just put the ball wide. Every single time he tries to go for the backboard setup, it's not working for him. Alpha off the wall to Redosin. That was an incredible start to this game, and unfortunately for Elevate, could turn into a goal. Now another opportunity. Comes Realize, decided to just fake the challenge. Head on back.
Oh, look, he's just so inspirational. Look at Realize go. He's just walking through everybody. Alpha misses the ball, just in shock at Realize's presence. This guy's waited to play for RLCS for so long. He's been the best player in Japan since the beginning. And now he's up against Vitality. And he looks like not just does he belong, but he's looking so effective in this lobby. Truly amazing to see this. If that's not inspirational, I don't know what is. To stick around that long and now prove that you are that guy. And how far can they go? This is another tie game scenario. Vitality struggling to score.
I mean, on the topic of Realize, it's one of those players of, yes, he was on the board for so long, as we do see Zen come on in, and another great save there from Virtuoso.
Totally fine, not even close.
But from the time that, you know, we finally had to see APAC come in, you know, there was a lot more looks towards that region. He had to survive a long time. You know, we had the pandemic era where so many of those players that could have had an opportunity to make them names to themselves at these stages kind of fell by the wayside. You were talking about it earlier on about how when BDS came in, everyone started to realize that. Realize stuck with it, and he stuck with it. Oh, no, not quite. That was legit. You're allowed to break that one. That looked natural.
I love the commitment to that. Now here comes Zen. Too slow on that play. Kami shutting him down before the shot came through. Almost halfway through another game, and once again, Vitality are struggling to score. It was actually Elevate who had by far the best chance of this game. Zen's managed to skip past Virtuoso there, but he was forced high, and that allows the follow-up challenge to land. Now, where's all of the flair that Alpha had in game one? Definitely a bit of a slowed down performance by him. I'd say Zen needs help. You know, he's had plenty help qualifying and winning all three regionals in EU. Not has been a 1v3 at all, but he needs help right now, because I'm liking what I'm seeing from Zen at both ends of the pitch. Alpha and Redosin are not having their best performances when we compare it to what they were able to do online.
It feels like Alpha and Redosin perform best when they have dance partners on the opposite side of the field that are willing to play at that pace. It's coming. Oh, it was the worst possible bounce for him. And then comes Realize. It's in!
There's no way!
Oh, okay.
Wasn't the worst bounce. I think it might be the best bounce, Shogun. Virtuoso with a back pass, ceiling double, and Realize bounces it in. Vitality haven't seen that all season. And dare I say it, they're starting to look a bit worried on the orange side of the pitch.
We're starting to get a little bit of a congregation around our area right now. People wanting to see what on earth is going on. Redosin goes low and Realize keeps it away. Alpha off the backboard. Realize is still there for it. Goal scorer, now goal saver.
All
right, none of those. Out of more of those. You know, you can run foot them.
A fake miss there by Virtuoso, debating the Vitality challenge.
Where's Vitality? Oh, they got
Kami's got a shot for
All right, fair play, Redosin. Now Virtuoso call back in, he pops the ball up. Is anybody going to go? Absolutely not. Kami actually pre-jumps. And he has met, but Zen's taken on everybody. He's passed two. There's number three. And unfortunately, fairy tales don't exist when Zen is on the field.
Oh my, he just dunked on absolutely everyone. I think he even dunked on the post there at the end of this. That's a frustrating goal for Elevate. Realize they'll feel like he could have played that one away from the falling Zen, but you can't be frustrated with yourself. This is a great position for Elevate to be in. They're still very much in this. Not just a winnable game, winnable series for them. And they're still putting shots on net. The whole team here to play. They're trusting in each other. They're rotating well. For the most part, the comms have been on point as well. Great play by Kami. Now Virtuoso waiting upfield. Radosin's back. Actually lets it bounce. That's a really good read by Radosin. That was a safe bounce.
Mate, I am so happy with what I've seen from Virtuoso in this series. It just seems like a different form of him at the moment. There's enough trust to wait upfield, become the target man, get the redirects. I'll realize, stuck on the goal line, Virtuoso, again, that target man. And you need this against Vitality because it gets you that opportunity to get away.
You know, these are some booming hits from Elevate. Vitality pressing forward, trying to get some pressure going. Elevate just send it straight back into the blue half. Straight back in the orange half, sorry. But no, here comes Zen. 10 seconds left. Ceiling double tap with the recovery. He almost had that one. It's his signature shot, but this one goes wayward.
If there was ever one that you wanted to see him go for, Virtuoso actually, can he set this up for Kami? Oh, it was just going away from him.
Elevate took overtime in game 2. Can they do it again? Vitality look like they've underestimated their opponents here. How will they respond now that it's become clear that they are in a very, very threatened position?
Kami up the wall. Zen, what a read from him. Just followed where the play was going. Plenty of time for Radosin. That's wasteful, but Zen's still around, managed to recover the play. And then Kami with the pre-jump yet again. I'll tell you what, Elevate are playing with fire with the way they're defending, but it's working for them because they keep reading where the ball is going. Here comes Zen up against Radosin. Now the follow from Alpha, and Realize just sent it.
Alpha's got a great chance here. Looking for the fake on Kami, who does not fall for it now. Radosin next up on the play. He's still on this, but Realize correctly reads that he doesn't have control. Zen does have control though. Dispossessed by Virtuoso. Alpha next up on the play, low reset, fakes it, Radosin finishes off the job. Brilliant mind game by Alpha to set up Radosin, and that is huge for Vitality because both of those players have looked nervous. That time they put it together. Alpha, I think it looks like he's trying to wake himself up here. He probably thinks he might still be dreaming or having a nightmare, as a 2-1 lead in a difficult series like this cannot have been what they expected coming into the round 1 today.
I'm loving that we got to see the end of that as well from the defender's point of view, because you get to see just how impossible the decision suddenly becomes.
Yeah.
Because you've got the play going to the right-hand side of you, and you've got Zen who you know is shooting to the left. Choose which one's the right one, and when you've got players like Vitality here, they tend to just wait until you've made your choice and then go for the opposite.
Yeah. Okay, so after 3 games, if you're just tuning in, hearing that there's absolute pandemonium going on the B stream, welcome. It has been an absolute banger of a series. Vitality went and blitzed game 1 with solo plays from Alpha and Zen. And then Elevate just dug deep, defended well, and clutched up in overtime to win the second game. And almost, on 2 occasions, won game 3 as well. There were 2 phenomenal goal line saves by Zen in game 3 to keep Vitality in that one. And then, of course, Alpha and Radosin combined to win the game in overtime. But, you know, all the questions about can Zen play on LAN, I mean, have to be at least somewhat answered in this match because he has been absolutely carrying his team at both ends of the field.
Oh, Virtuoso, that was very brave of him, but ended up being a bit too late. So on the Elevate side, yes, they lost the last one, but I think on the coaching side, if you were there, Johnny, don't change anything. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's kind of working. Oh, wait a minute, and there's Zen yet again. Okay, he's waking up.
I mean, there's been one consistent player on Vitality all day, and this is him. Zen is him. When his team needs him to step up, he does. In the odd occasions, in this split in Europe, when Radosin or Alpha had an off day, Zen just showed up again and again and again. I think he had maybe 1 or 2 inconsistent series in Regional 1. And then since then, he's just been settled, and in my opinion, clear #1 in the world in terms of spring split talent. So this, for me, I mean, it just certifies him even further. It's what most of us expected. Oh, hold on a second. First with a monster dunk, and that's going to be followed up by Realize. What a play by Virtuoso. He dunks on 2 Vitality defenders. Alpha did not get it past him. Zen was in the area, but didn't expect Alpha to lose out on the challenge.
I just love that Virtuoso, not for the first time, he doesn't really angle the play around defenders. He just goes through them. He loves to try and get your back turn, realizes that that's where he's got the opportunities. Now realize, oh, dearie me, I think he just ran out of boost at the worst time. Again, Virtuoso has really impressed me, and Realize has always had the defending ready. Now he's onto the opposite side of the field. Can hook this across. Zen realized. And he does get to it just in time.
Yeah, Zen with really nice ball side rotation there to cover the challenge. Oh, the double tap from Alpha nearly goes in. Looks like Elevate did not have that one covered. The post had it for them. Alpha 54. At times, an absolute standout player throughout his career. He's had MVP seasons, plenty MVP series. Wants to get more at the Spring Major. To do that, they're going to need to go further in the tournament. Zen's still in the show in this game. Zen centering, but Realize covers there. Elevate, when they've conceded, they just get right back to it. I mean, the mentality's looked so on point for this team. They're struggling to stop Zen, though. Nobody challenging him on that play as the boost starts to run dry. Realize has a little bit to play with, but not enough. Vitality in front again.
Yeah, just as you said, nobody's been able to deal with him. They tried to send 2 for it. That didn't work either. Alpha just has to find somewhere where a goalkeeper is not. And he does exactly what he was tasked to do. So they've got the goal up. It's now on Elevate to try and chase this. And again, I'm loving Elevate's kickoffs. They are doing a very consistent job of losing that back corner. Which is rare, actually, because Vitality are usually pretty good at doing the exact same.
Well, Zen accidentally colliding there with his third man, but he's able to stay on the ball, so no problems there for Vitality. Virtuoso just completely ignoring any potential of a mind game there for Redosin. Here comes Zen off the ceiling. His early dodge does not make contact. Realize takes the ball to safety. Still a long way to go in game 4. One thing that Elevate have been doing for this game and the 2 before it is fight for that midfield, create chances, not sat back in net, except when they're absolutely forced to.
The drop down. Alpha will lay claim. Pinch and follow. As he called them out here off the backboard. Virtuoso's missed it! And there's the 2-goal cushion. Elevate, the mountain to climb.
That was not the play that Virtuoso needed to be making. It wasn't a boost issue. He had plenty. He needed to make some contact. Vitality didn't even have to commit to have his miss covered. You think from this position, Vitality, despite their inconsistencies earlier in the series, should be more than fine. What have Elevate got left? Have they got any other tricks up their sleeve? They've already exceeded expectations. They had a glimmer of what it's like to beat Vitality on land there. They saw it right there waiting to be grabbed. Now it's slipping away.
Virtuoso on the ball. Another great solo play. Virtuoso has been tasked every time with clearing the lines. And where is everybody at the moment?
Well, how about that by Zen? Didn't have boost, but a little wall dash bump takes Virtuoso off the play. Able to produce momentum out of nothing. Top players in Rocket League these days. 10-30 for Elevate. They've got the advantage positionally, but Vitality are all back and they look pretty comfortable defending this time.
Virtuoso goes up high. Realize also goes. Doesn't get a second bit of contact, so Kami's going to have to be tasked with either creating something or killing some time off. I think they already committed everybody. And yep, there's the reason why. 3 players sent, the ball only made it to the corner, and the recovery from Elevate was just a little bit too slow.
Yeah, it just kicked off a bit further than Realize was expecting, and Redosin was ready for it. 4-1. Don't let this distract you from the fact that game 3 was in the balance. Vitality managed to tip it in their favor at the very end. But Elevate really, I think, had the better, more clear-cut chances in the middle of the game there. If they'd taken that, I mean, who knows what could have happened. Vitality, much too good in game 1, too strong in game 4. But we had 2 games there where Elevate didn't just, I think, peak. I think that's just a sign as to what level we can expect from them this tournament. And it's not going to be the impossible bracket that we expected for them. We've got, if this continues as it is, Complexity or Liquid up next, and a loser of Complexity. Hold on.
Oh wait. Okay, you can wait on knowing that.
Well, Realize actually just forces one through. They're all very surprised to see that happen, as there were multiple Vitality defenders. And then just a dunk it past Redosin. Well played.
29 seconds left. I can tell you right now, it's 2-1 Team Liquid in the series. Don't know what it is in game number 4, but
1-1.
1-1. Oh, okay, so that is series in the balance.
I mean, if Complexity they're losing right now. If they lose that, I mean, I could see Elevate really giving them a great series, a best of 5, no timeouts. Really, anything can happen. And Elevate fighting this well against Vitality, who came out the gates swinging. It really shows that this is by far the best iteration of this roster we've seen. It's the same team that played at the Fall Major, lost 9 games straight. Now they've got their first game win. And
go on. Oh, no.
And they almost get another one as they have a laugh to themselves at the end of the game there. I think a lesson learned for Vitality there, who, like Karmine Corp earlier today, may have looked a bit past their opponents.
They don't look happy.
Thinking a bit too much about their next match today.